Hi everyone, this is Rio from Calsoft Systems. Today we're diving into head-to-head comparison between two powerful ERP solutions from Microsoft, Dynamics 365 Business Central and Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, and it's called Finance and Supply Chain Management now. Both solutions are leading solutions in the ERP market, and today we'll focus on the areas and modules where we can see the big differences. So, if you're trying to decide which one fits your business needs, this video is for you. So, let's break it down across 5 critical features, and there's a lot of information, so I will go over the finance part in this video as part 1, and the supply chain management and manufacturing part in part 2 video. Before we dive into top 5 differences, I like to highlight the UI differences between Business Central and Finance and Supply Chain Management, particularly in terms of the homepage experience. So there's a clear distinction between the two. Business Central uses a role center as its main landing page, which is tailored to the user's job role and presents a clean, dashboard-style layout featuring tiles, cues, charts, and quick links to common tasks. And it's designed to be intuitive and user-friendly, making it ideal for small to mid-sized businesses. And in contrast, Finance and Supply Chain Management uses workspaces instead of role center. So these are more complex and data-rich environment that cater to specific business functions such as procurement or productions. And workspaces include lists, charts, reports, and deep navigation options, reflecting the needs of large enterprises. And I believe Finance and Supply Chain Management UI is more classic compared to Business Central and more focused on the data and information. And since users access the homepage daily, it's important to have a system that is easy to navigate and utilize, making UI simplicity a key consideration. So let's dive into the top 5 differences. First will be the global consolidation. Let's see how Business Central and Finance and Supply Chain Management handle global consolidation. So, global consolidation is important for companies that operate in more than one country or have multiple subsidiaries. And it helps bring all financial data together into one clear picture so leaders can see how the whole business is doing. When comparing global consolidation features, Finance and Supply Chain Management offers more advanced capabilities for large and complex organizations, and it supports automated elimination rules, ownership-based consolidation, multiple consolidation trees, and full audit trail, and all of them which are essential for managing financial across many entities and countries. And it also includes built-in compliance with IFRS and GAAP, automated scheduling, and advanced intercompany automation, making it ideal for global enterprises. So both Business Central and Finance and Supply Chain Management perform well when consolidating a few local subsidiaries within the same country. And this kind of setup is relatively straightforward, and either system can handle it efficiently. However, the difference becomes more noticeable when dealing with more complex scenarios, like consolidating 12 global entities that use different chart of accounts, currency, and ownership structures. In this case, Business Central can still do the job, but it requires a lot of manual work and custom setup. On the other hand, Finance and Supply Chain Management is built for this kind of complexity, and it automates much of the process, supports diverse configuration, and ensures accuracy and compliance across all entities. But Business Central has its own strength. It's a simpler, more user-friendly solution that works well for small to mid-sized businesses. While it handles consolidation in a more manual way, that can actually be a benefit for companies that don't need complex setups. It provides basic intercompany automation, and it's easier to implement and maintain, which can save time and cost. So for organizations with straightforward structure and fewer entities, Business Central can be a practical and efficient choice. Next will be the compliance. Compliance is a critical area for any financial system, especially for organizations operating across multiple regions and industries. It's not just about meeting accounting standards, it's about ensuring transparency, security, and trust in financial process. In this section, we will look how Dynamics 365 Business Central and Finance and Supply Chain Management support key compliance areas. We will look into the regulatory compliance, localization and tax compliance, and security and data governance. When evaluating financial compliance features, Finance and Supply Chain Management offers more advanced capabilities than Business Central. So, Business Central provides basic manual setup for IFRS and GAAP standards, which will be sufficient for small to mid-sized organizations with straightforward reporting needs. However, Finance and Supply Chain Management includes built-in support for multiple financial standards, making it ideal for companies operating across different jurisdictions. And in terms of audit readiness, Business Central offers a basic audit trial, while Finance and Supply Chain Management delivers full audit logs, traceability, and segregation of duties, which are essential for maintaining transparency and meeting regulatory requirements. And when it comes to SOX compliance, Business Central has limited functionalities, whereas Finance and Supply Chain Management supports advanced role-based security, workflow approvals, and internal control mechanisms. And these features make Finance and Supply Chain Management a better fit for enterprises that require robust compliance frameworks. When it comes to localization and tax compliance, Finance and Supply Chain Management offers broader and deeper capabilities than Business Central. So, Business Central supports localization for around 20 countries, which will be sufficient for regional operations. However, Finance and Supply Chain Management extends this to over 40 countries, with more comprehensive localization features tailored to each jurisdiction. And in terms of tax calculation, Business Central provides a basic VAT GST engine suitable for standard tax scenarios, while Finance and Supply Chain Management includes an advanced, configurable tax engine that can handle complex requirements like India's GST. In addition to that, electronic invoicing and reporting capabilities are limited in Business Central, often requiring third-party solutions or manual processes. And in contrast, Finance and Supply Chain Management comes with built-in support for electronic invoicing standards and other country-specific mandates, making it better fit for multinational organizations that needs to comply with diverse tax laws and digital reporting regulations. And in the area of security and data governance, Finance and Supply Chain Management offers more advanced and enterprise-ready capabilities compared to Business Central. So both systems support role-based access control, but Finance and Supply Chain Management provides permission settings along with the detailed audit logs, which are essential for maintaining accountability and compliance in larger organizations. And when it comes to data residency and sovereignty, Business Central offers limited control, whereas Finance and Supply Chain Management is built on Azure and complies with major global standards such as GDPR and HIPAA, making it suitable for regulated industries. In addition to that, segregation of duty, a critical component for internal control, is handled manually in Business Central, while Finance and Supply Chain Management includes built-in segregation of duty rules and conflict detection to help prevent fraud and ensure proper authorization workflows. For workflow and approval controls, Business Central offers basic approval workflow, for example, AP purchases, AR, sales, and journal entries. On the other hand, Finance and Supply Chain Management provides configurable, multi-level workflow with audit trial, escalation path, and conditional logic. So to conclude, Finance and Supply Chain Management offers a more comprehensive solution for global organizations. It includes extensive support for global tax and localization, built-in compliance with financial standards like IFRS and GAAP, enterprise-grade audit, and security features. And these capabilities make it ideal for companies operating in multiple countries with complex regulatory requirements. On the other hand, Business Central provides a more streamlined approach. While its compliance features are more basic and often manual, they're sufficient for smaller businesses or those operating in fewer regions. And its simplicity can be a real advantage, making it easier to implement, manage, and adapt without the overhead of a large enterprise system. So we went over how Dynamics 365 Business Central and Finance and Supply Chain Management support global consolidation and compliance. So if you think this video was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any questions. And I'll go over the supply chain management and the manufacturing difference in the next part 2 video. And I will see you there. Bye!